The purpose of this video was to show you how to add a new use case slide to the use case slider. As we can see here, this slider is wrapped in a green container, which means that it's a global attribute or a global element, meaning that any new slide that you add to the slider will update or otherwise known as populate every other slider on the website that is a use case slider, which is fantastic. It saves you loads of time. So in order to add a new slide, what we're going to do is come over to the navigation panel indicated by the three stripes, double click on the use case slider, and that will grant us access into this global symbol or element. What we're going to do is, once we are in the use case slider, usually it'll pop up like this. So double click and then it'll show a showroom slider. We can enter the slider by clicking on the right hand arrow, and then same with the mask, and it'll show a list of slides that are currently in the slider. What we're going to do from there is select the last slide. And now on our keyboard, we're going to press Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, and that will duplicate the last slide and make a new one with the exact same settings, image, copy, and CTA link. So we're going to change all of that now. So we've copied and pasted our new slide and have currently selected our new slide. I'm going to go to the drop down arrow one more time and select slide wrapper. Now I need you to pay keen attention to the top right hand corner where the 4 appears next to slide wrapper. And what this means is it is a combo class of the slide wrapper. And this combo class changes per slide. So the first slide will have slide wrapper 1, second slide wrapper 2, and so on. So this, as you know, we have just copied and pasted the last slider, which is number 4. And number 4 holds the value of the trade show image. So we want to change that image, but we want to change it without deleting the last slide's image. So we're going to press backspace to delete number 4. And the important thing here is to see that by adding number 5, which will indicate the newest slide. So let's say that we have now copied and pasted slide 5, and then we want to add a 6th slide. This number will change to 6. But carrying on, now there's 5, we have absolute control over what we can do with the background image. So I'm going to come down here and select the last button to take us to our newest slide. I'm going to come back into the navigation panel, select slide wrapper, and as we have just done, we have changed it to slide wrapper 5. The next process is to come down and add a new background image. So I'm going to click on this previous image and then click on choose image and select a new image. Now I already have the new use case sliders in the assets folder, but as it stands, there are no more use cases currently right now, so you will most likely have one in your computer storage. In order to add that one, you'll need to come up to the cloud icon here with an up arrow and click on that to upload a new use case background. But seeing that we don't have any of those, I'm just going to use a previously used image. So here is our new image implemented just like that. We've changed it, and the next step is to now change the content within the slide. So I'm just going to come over here and double click to enter the element, and then double click again to highlight all the text. So I'm going to use dummy content just to demonstrate for this demo. Okay, and this is the CTA, meaning that it's going to link to the actual use case template. So now that we've changed all the text, The last important thing to understand is connecting the CTA to the use case template. Just to illustrate an understanding of what I'm talking about, if we come over to this like cylinder type icon, it's our CMS, we can see that in the use case panel, we have our fifth use case, which is just a demo, but nonetheless, it's still our fifth use case, and that's important. That's why we said number 5 on the slide wrapper. And knowing that we have a fifth use case, we can go ahead and change the link for the CTA. So coming back here, we can go into our navigation panel and follow down through to the collection list. And once we have selected the collection list, we're going to head to the top right hand side by the gear cog and select that panel because it's the settings panel. And you can see here that this is still number 4. So from the previous slide, in the settings panel, it's now connecting to the 4th use case template, which is, in practical sense, the museum and galleries. But we don't want that. So we're going to come back to the 5th use case, select the collection list wrapper again, and change this to 5, which will be the demo as recently shown in the back end. So now that we've changed that to 5, this CTA on the front end is going to link to that demo use case template for any user. And this is critical. This is what will allow the user to access that template. So once we've done that, we have officially completed adding a new slide to the use case slider. Thank you for watching.